Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Holly Haven.
And I'm Andy Haven.
And we are your North Texas No Filter Real Estate team, the Haven Home team. We are coming to you today with just our market update. So these numbers are coming from June, so we get kind of the cumulative for the entire previous month. And what we want to do is give you guys a little bit of comparison. I'm going to drop some notes down below today to give you literally December through June for every single city that we're going to talk about, so you guys can see some of the trends that we're seeing and have a little better understanding of what the market is doing today and why we anticipate maybe what we're going to share with you.
Yeah, I think the market update is very interesting this month. We are seeing list prices go down, but sales to list price ratios go up or stay the same, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's been some odd trends. So guys, coming off of this 3-year weirdness of COVID, right? Super low inventory, which we're still seeing low inventory. We're going to kind of go through some of those things, but what we're seeing is our trends are different than what we normally expect this time of year. So that's one of the things we really want to highlight. So we are going to start off with the city of Dallas. So let's discuss where we're at in comparison to May.
Yeah, so the city of Dallas, we actually went down around $10,000 for the average list price, but we did stay the same with 100% sales price to list price ratio. We are going down on days to sell. We're right at 28 for the city of Dallas. And the number of new listings is right at 1,400, just like last month. We're almost at 1,500. Expired listings are right around the same as last month, or right around 1,000, and we still have 2 months of inventory on the market.
Yeah, so from last month to this month in Dallas, it is very close, apples to apples all the way across the board. And we're going to see some of these trends continue, and we're going to see a few differences. So city of Frisco, a little bit similar, right? We went from $895,000 down to $856,000 as our average list price for the month of June. But that sales to list price ratio, again, we're hitting it at 100%. Guys, consider these are all averages, right? We had some that sold at 103% and some that sold at 97%, right? So we kind of get these middle of the road averages, but we're landing right at 100% average sales to list price ratio. Days to sell is around 25 days on the market. That's still a really low number of days, which keeps us very strongly in a seller's market, just for those that are wondering. Number of new listings, it went up just a little bit, which is good, right? We do need some new inventory, and our expired listing number went up a little bit. What that number tells us in the industry, guys, is when that number of expired listings are going up, it's because we're seeing people who maybe are not reasonable on their list price. They're not staged or marketing the property to sell. So there's a few things that can go into that number. And the more inventory we have, generally the higher our expired numbers are. So we are seeing a little bit of, that kind of across the board. And then still 2 months of inventory, which again, strong into a seller's market right now.
So moving on to Prosper, this number just keeps on rising. If you look at this document, you're going to see this. So in May, we were at $950,000. We're now our average list price is right at $982,000. We're almost hitting $1 million. Our sales price to list price ratio went up from 97.9 to 99.5. So we are seeing it level out, but as we said, we're seeing the prices rise. So it's very interesting. Days to sell is right at 51. That's down a few days from last month. Our number of new listings is right at 131, which is pretty consistent on the size of the towns if you kind of take that comparison. The expired listings are right at 111, and 3 months of inventory is what we're looking at right now. It's right on the cusp of 2, but we do have a little more inventory than we've had the past couple of months.
Yeah, and something we want to point out, 2 things I want to point out in Prosper. First of all, guys, back in December, our average list price in Prosper was $847,000, and when we got to the end of June was $982,000. So I want our buyers and sellers, really, I want my buyers to really see this number and understand what we're saying. We are not softening on the overall pricing in most cases. So we're not getting all of those, list price cash over offers, but guys, our prices are up and our homes are moving. Average number of days to sell at 51. Again, that's not 3 days like it was 2 years ago, but 51 days is a really, really low number. We call 4 to 6 months on the market as our stable, not really a buyer's or a seller's market. So we're still in a strong seller's market, even though things have slowed down compared to, if you're driving 100 miles an hour and you slow down to 70, right, you're still going pretty fast. So that's kind of where we are. The other thing we talk about every time we get into Prosper and Celina, so if you have not seen our previous videos, the difference between Prosper and Celina and Frisco and Dallas and some of the other areas is Prosper and Celina still has a lot of new construction.
Yeah, we're growing a lot.
So yeah, we have a ton. So that skews our days on the market a little bit because we have builders put inventory homes on the market before they're actually ready to close. So those will skew our number of days a little bit higher, whereas our existing inventory or existing homes tends to really average on that lower side, closer to that 25, 35 days.
Yeah, and we're seeing houses, normal houses, like you're going to put your house up for sale, it's sitting for 30 to 60 days. It's not sitting for the whatever.
Yeah.
We have 51 days on here. So that, I mean, I do feel like that's an average, but I do feel like the new inventory homes are the houses that are on there for 300, 500 days, whatever. That
Well,
really skews the numbers.
Yeah, it's why it skews us up from Frisco
Yeah.
and Dallas. So their days on the market are a little bit lower because they don't have that new home inventory, not at the same number that we do. So those numbers always look a little bit different for Prosper and Celina. So as everybody continues to move out to these outer lying areas like Celina that's growing so fast, these numbers just, keep blowing us away as well.
It's insane. Celina's average list price right now is $712,000. Everybody keeps saying, well, Celina's still so small. They only have 3,000 students in their school district. Like, I can live there affordably. I'm like, for $700,000, yes, maybe. So our sales price to list price ratio is right at 98.7%, about the same as last month. We do have 54 days to sell right now on average. Number of new listings is right at 171, which is very similar to last month as well. We do have more expired listings this month, right at 115. That's pretty normal. You're right at your 6-month mark from the beginning of the year. And months of inventory, we're right at 3 again, which again, it's right on the cusp of 2 and 3. We still don't have enough inventory. There's still people begging for homes right now. We don't have what people are looking for. So if you have what people are looking for, let us know.
Yeah, we would love to get it listed. We have plenty of buyers. Something else that I want to point out that is coming up a lot because we're dealing with this with our buyers. Because if you don't know and you don't understand this data, please reach out to us and let us explain it to you, because our buyers are not walking into builders right now and getting a bargain, right? You're not getting a smoking deal. They're not giving you a bunch of upgrades, especially in certain school districts. So you need to be really, really cognizant of the areas, the budget, the price point, and your expectations. So most of our builders right now, especially in the Prosper and Celina markets, some of these surrounding towns, they're building some inventory homes, which means they're making all of the selections. In most cases, if a buyer contracts that home, they are not allowing any changes at all. So they will not allow you to change the backsplash, right? Nothing. They're not allowing anything. And they're also not giving you any incentives, because even if they don't have a wait list, they have somebody right behind you ready to sign that contract. So setting expectations, really understanding what you're walking into, so that you're not disappointed through the process, because it can be stressful enough if you're not educated in it. So it's stressful even as it is. So if you're not educated and you don't know what to expect, then it just makes the whole process a little bit tougher. So we want to just kind of be here as a resource and guide you guys, answer questions, make sure you feel really confident and comfortable in that next step. And we can help these guys really anywhere in North Texas.
Yeah, for sure. And if these prices are looking a little too high, we always have the option of leasing. We are always available for that as well. If you're wanting to buy or sell, go ahead and give us a call. We would love to help you out.
Drop a little comment down there. Shoot us a message on any of these social medias that you see pop up. Like, subscribe.
Yeah.
Right?
And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye, guys.
Bye.